park swap. Today we're at SeaWorld San Diego and there's a bunch of updates to cover. The first update is finally SeaWorld San Diego has gotten rid of reservations. This has been a huge, pain point for me. Every time I want to come to the park, they always had reservations available for the exact same day, but you just had to go online, do that extra step. Now finally, you don't have to do that anymore. Anyone who has a ticket can just come right into the park any day, which is great. SeaWorld has been advertising the heck out of HallowScream. There's signs posted all over the park for people to get their tickets. I will be trying to cover it opening day with Allie and potentially Trevor from SoCal Disney Dad. So definitely subscribe if you want to see what the haunt season is like at SeaWorld San Diego. Funnily enough, this isn't actually the first grown-up haunt event that SeaWorld's had. They actually used to have an event called Terrors of the Deep. And yeah, thank you so much to that commenter for showing me that. I had no clue that SeaWorld used to have one of those. That's super neat. And I'm glad they're finally gonna have a haunt again. Hopefully it'll live up to the hype. I'm very hyped right now. Journey to Atlantis is really starting to become one of my favorite rides in the park. I feel like I have to do this every time I come here. It's just so iconic and so much fun. Looks like the hype died down for this ride. It used to be having consistent 90-minute waits. It's down to 5 minutes. And as you can see, the queue is totally empty. Pretty wild. Definitely come at night if you want to do Journey to Atlantis. I've been having some maintenance issues and it's been really annoying finding out about these. I didn't know about them, but now that you know, you can't unknow. And one of those being the elevator audio. There's supposed to be this whole storyline throughout this attraction. And if you go on the elevator, you're supposed to hear, some more of the story. And the times I've been on it, I have not heard anything. So we're gonna ride right now and see if we actually start to hear some dialogue in these places. I'm gonna give you an up-to-date report on how I think Journey to Atlantis is doing right now. The first good sign is that the pre-show is up on the TV. That's sign number one. I'm very happy about that. Operations-wise, it's pretty sad. They're only loading in one area when they have 3 different areas. And I mean, they're starting to get quite a line actually. It was pretty low, but it's starting to pick up. I really wish they would load at more than one station at a time. It just makes no sense. They end up sending a bunch of blank boats because of it. Here we go. Journey to Atlantis. I'm so happy right now. Journey to Atlantis is running better than ever. All of the sounds are working. In the elevator, before the elevator, at the very end, there's no audio skipping. I'm really happy with SeaWorld right now. I was about to make a rant video on how I feel like SeaWorld needs to step it up with their maintenance, but it looks like they are, so I'm very happy about that. Journey to Atlantis is running perfect. It's the perfect time to go if you want to experience what Journey to Atlantis really is with all the audio and everything like that. The real question is, when is Emperor gonna open? I'm starting to be concerned that it hasn't opened already. I mean, it's starting to become peak summer, and if you're opening a new ride, that's when you want to do it, like May, June, July, August, sometime in there, you gotta open Emperor, otherwise you're gonna have to wait like a whole nother year if you want to really build up that hype. So I'm very concerned that it's still not open and there's no signs of it opening. Man, it might open in 2022. That would really suck. This is a brand new performance, Cirque Neon World. It used to be this rock and roll thing that I covered, but yeah, now it's a whole other show. It looks super cool in there. If you're into more of like a performance thing, I think that's gonna be great. SoCal Disney Dad did a video on showing the show if you're interested in that. But it looks a lot better to me, a lot more entertaining than the previous thing they had. So it sounds like it's even better time to come to Electric Ocean now. So it sounds SeaWorld's still running Riptide Rescue, which I find hilarious since there's only like 2 people in line right now. It looks like a super fun attraction. I'm excited to go on it. But yeah, just so you all know, it's open and it looks like it's in a part of the park that not many people go to. So if you want to do a quick ride with not too long of a wait, I think that's going to be the one for you. It's funny to be near the world of fishes. This is a whole petting area for a bunch of different sea creatures, and it's empty. Not a single person goes out here at night and in those less busy times. So while everyone's crowding the front, you can find a lot of really cool things to pet out here in the very back of the park near Shipwreck Rapids. That's definitely a good tip if you want some of your own personal time. There's a peculiar update on Tidal Twister. The video that you get before you go on the ride is playing in the queue. It's so funny because the screen's a little screwed up it looks not good, and it just makes this whole area look so abandoned. I mean, we already know that Tidal Twister is pretty much abandoned. It's likely not coming back, but this just makes it even worse. Like, you see the video looks a little crappy because the screen looks broken. This looks like an apocalyptic event happened here at this one ride. Out by Shipwreck Rapids, there's this really weird claw machine, and it only has Minecraft characters in it. It's so weird. I used to be a Minecraft YouTuber, so this is pretty funny for me. Looks like SeaWorld's doing some repairs on the walkways throughout near Manta here. There's a bunch of areas where there's like some splooches of stuff on the ground, and it looks like SeaWorld's gone ahead and circling those and cleaning them up, which is great news. I feel like maintenance just started listening to my wildest dreams, and they're like taking care of the park more. They're getting the rides working better. This is a dream come true today. We're gonna go ahead and check out the aquarium over here. I've never been under here. It's always been closed. I'm excited to finally see what's on the other side of the Manta queue. Let's check it out. All right, here we are. It looks really the same as the Manta queue on this side, but the cool thing is if you look up, you can see mantas going over top of you. This is really neat. It's like a really deep area of the tank, and there's a bunch of little fish in here that aren't necessarily manta rays. The manta rays like to float up near the top. You can see one over there. It's funny how they like flying over top. It's pretty cool to see what they look like underneath. They look pretty stupid. They have a really funny mouth and stuff. I don't know, it's funny, and we're so close to Manta. It looks like there's actually no wait for Manta right now, so I'm gonna hop on that before I head out. My dream that the projectors are aligned in the projection room in Manta. If those are aligned, I'm gonna flip out, and yeah, I mean, maintenance would be killing it if the projectors were aligned. So bad news is the projectors aren't aligned. That's okay, they haven't been aligned in a very, very long time. But the good news, and to my surprise, Manta has a video that plays right before you get on, and it says feel the rush on Manta and everything. I didn't know it had its own video. Now the person who dispatches the ride doesn't say it anymore. And yeah, it's just on the screen, which is pretty neat. I had no clue they had that. Just discovering more and more weird stuff that I didn't know SeaWorld had. Had it all along, it was just not working. It's not park swap at SeaWorld without saying hi to the Monterey Eels. Allie says hi to each and every one of you. You're so long and so awesome. We love you guys. We're gonna make a shirt about you one day, I know we will. Well, that was my little update on SeaWorld. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thank you for celebrating the world of the sea with me. We'll see you all in the next Park Swap video. Bye!